Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outburst of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours. A city drowning, the presence of somewhat great, or something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes von der Berg. Also, let me know if the camera looks okay. I did make it transparent. It looks super transparent on my screen. Hopefully it's not too bad. If it's super transparent, I can adjust it a little bit. So. Hmm. Now, I don't know a whole lot about this game, besides it, as you can see, takes reference from H.P. Lovecraft, which is actually one of my, he's, I guess you could call it, I'm an author. Um, they go over, like, all the great ones, kind of like Cthulhu and, uh, I forget the names of the other ones. Cthulhu is a popular one. Charon ship. Interesting name for the ship. Holding camera. I have a way to use said folding camera. Casebook, time reload, crouch, era. Okay, that's a flashlight. Tutorial. Maybe I can't use the camera? But it's got like a little picture icon there, so. Okay, this is the same thing that we read at the beginning during the loading screen.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will. Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Monolith National Park is waiting. I feel like I need to take a picture of that, but I don't know how to use the camera. Skills, floor. Is there even a way to use the camera? There it is. Okay. This backpack, like, my back hurt looking at it.
Now get out!
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
I apologize if I'm not speaking a whole lot right here. Typically when it's dialogue options and cutscenes and such, I try not to speak, just so y'all can hear what's going on.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef.
Feathered a nest.
Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper. Places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Turn that down. I forget with the way these work, you only do chat audio through the headset instead of all audio. Even though I can still hear everything, but that makes it where the audio is also playing through the TV. So I apologize if there was an echo, or you heard it coming through the mic as well as everywhere else.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
He's interesting. Okay, so there's the ship. We got all evidence. Guessing that's the boat that he's talking about that he gave to us. The hotel that we need to go. Assuming the newspaper, the police station, hospital, asylum. I'm sure that's an interesting place to go. Library, city hall. Wow, that's a big map. Okay. We have some lore stuff. Trophy plate with a strange fish. Looks very lifelike. Well, I mean, if it's a trophy, it probably is. I would imagine that it's... There's a key. Okay. That's telling us that we need to find what's his face. Different landmarks. Okay. Evidence marks are shown for the currently selected case only. Select another case in the casebook to see and place relevant evidence marks. The generic red marks are always shown regarding the selected case. Okay. Oh, okay. Good. There's fast travel points apparently. That's helpful. When you access phone booths. Investigation scenes icon appears when location is discovered. Color of the icon changes according to investigation progress. Icon is removed if case is complete. Okay.
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
Okay, so you don't have anything else. This button is to run. Can I go up here and talk to this guy?
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed. The end is nigh. It will
so he just
begin
does the
again.
same thing.
What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
Very interesting tattoos. Where like the one half is a negative tattoo. Pretty cool. I can't imagine it felt super well to get that tattoo. I imagine it took a long time, but hey. Oh, I thought I saw something pop up. Over here. Titania lifeboat. Okay.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
Albert Throgmorton's will. I hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Throgmorton, and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths of Oakmont. We should have never done that. Everything should have remained in that cave. Professor... unreadable. I fear that will become a... It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. Unreadable. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Unreadable. In the end it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father. He's here. Okay.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Ooh. Camera went all. This is there's more. Oh, something on the boat.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
All evidence. Okay. Okay, so this is one of those games you want to go around and kind of check everything. Back here. We'll see. That must be the guy talking to him. Going to here. And over, I can climb back here, but it doesn't look like there's a billion back here. See?
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
When that guy said that this dude stands out in a crowd, he was not kidding.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI.
So, I'm pretty sure it's a person?
Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition.
But
This
he has very
is as
interesting
fluently as
features.
He found Albert washed ashore in a
Also, hello,
lifeboat.
Miss Jellybeans.
Says
Thank you
he
for
was
stopping
barely
by.
conscious,
How are
out
you
of his
doing
mind,
today?
Talking gibberish in some other language.
Or evening,
They
depending on
tried
where you
to
were from.
bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
Okay, so you're the same time zone as I am. Yeah. How's it going, Danny? How are you doing today?
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouther-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Morning, Kaidor. And this game is called The Sinking City. I don't know much about it, but it's got reference from H.P. Lovecraft, who was the author. I don't know if he was the creator, but I know he's the most famous for the great ones like Cthulhu and all of those. Cthulhu is the main one. I don't really know the name of all the other ones, but this game takes reference to all of that.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Okay, I guess it's time to ask him about his
Please
features.
forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
Mr. Throgmorton.
A certain royal family.
Rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
I was about to say, I mean, it sounded like nobody else really wanted to help him, so you would think that he would be happy that, you know, we said something
Sorry,
about
did
helping.
you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you.
Guy looks like he's seen way better
I need
days.
to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For
I believe the
Kay's
lifeboat
sake,
that I
thought
was just
you were
at earlier
proud
is the
I
one that he's
was
talking
standing
about.
right in front of it.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Alright. Okay, so this is the house. Evidence contains crucial information about what to do and where to go next. To get evidence, interact with objects and people, combine clues in your mind palace, and take photos. A white frame in the camera viewfinder indicates if you are aiming correctly. Read evidence closely to identify important locations, then pin it on the map to plan your route. Plan evidence in the HUD to keep track of your current goal. On and off the toggle. Hold to switch pin evidence. You can also place pin evidence on the map and HUD from the casebook. Select evidence and use square or triangle. Okay. Reports that he found the source. Find Robert. Need to find Robert Throgmorton Tower. Okay, we already found him. Key to the hotel. No, already. To find his Albert. Okay, so I guess that's the one that we're on now. Talk to every man and monkey. Yeah. Huh. I'm not sure why it would be doing that, honestly, Kaidor. It could be, your internet, could be my internet, which I think everything seems fine on my end. Could just be the quality. You might have to adjust to mine because I'm running at like 540 or whatever I have it set as. Robert's request wants to find his son Albert, who went missing in the port after returning from an expedition to the sea. He was found barely conscious by a fisherman on the shore. Blah, blah, blah. We already went over this. The fisherman says that Albert was mentally afflicted and acted aggressively before disappearing. Robert arrived to investigate and is now standing in front of the house in question. Until he's found, Robert won't allow anyone to leave the port and he won't help me. Okay. Place it on the map. It's already there.
I've said everything I know.
Okay.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Okay. Alright, so I don't want to say anything. Pretty sure that's the lifeboat. Watching. And I'm not sure what would be causing that, honestly. Is the house? Oh, he just walked through. Cool. here. Fish on the table. Evidence in here. Oh.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Oh, hi. Ooh.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What?
Yeah, I know.
You?
I've gotta update it.
I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay. My head began to burst, and he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was add or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Who is this Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Could be. That might be something that you'd have to look into. Because off the top of my head, I can't think of anything that would be causing that, honestly.
Paul died.
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone.
True, hold up. Hey. Danny, thank you for that, man. That's awesome. I greatly appreciate you gifting the 5 subs to me, man. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul?
Definitely you should get some hype in the chat for Danny.
Did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I
honestly
suggest
give
we
any
just try and get some rest.
reason to throw my new email out there.
Afraid of what I might dream.
I was super confused when I looked at my screen and it was like 5 messages came across all at the same time. I got new evidence. Will Hammond, a fisherman, lives with 3 other colleagues, Barry, Paul, and Innsmouther named Lewis Flynn. Which one's the one that's down here?
I can barely recognize the face of the poor
same
fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Probably more than
It would take tremendous
standing there.
effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Okay, so don't probably landed on the broken things on there. If I were to imagine.
Choo choo. Ahem.
Okay, that's a hold, not a tap. Okay. Yeah, for real, Danny. I greatly appreciate it. Mine's like press and activate. Oh.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Oop. This one. Oh, that's so weird.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebheil, Nukulena, Haften.
Huh. Okay. Ooh. Retrocognition allows you to understand events that happened in the past. Inspect enough evidence on the scene and the vision will emerge. Step into it and find all the critical scenes. Mark the scenes in chronological order to gain new evidence. Okay, man, take your time. Like, coming out of that is super trippy. I kind of want to go downstairs again first. See if there's anything else down here that we didn't get to. I didn't go into here.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
If I'm not mistaken, I think this game is kind of like a make-your-own story, where it just depends on what kind of all the evidence you've managed to get.
Really well cared
Depends
for.
on the outcome of the case, which continues with the game. Yeah, interested to give it a look once I go back in there. I just wanted to finish down here in case I don't get the chance. Okay, so there were stairs this whole time, but I took the hard way up. I haven't seen anything like pop up with a picture yet in here, so maybe there's not anything in here that I need to take a picture of. Hey Lex, how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good day. How are you doing? Okay, so let's go in here. Oh. Very blue.
What's happening?
Okay, so this one probably happened first. He ran. Probably where he got beaten.
Ape face.
And then...
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
So I'm going to imagine this is just pretty straightforward. So this one's going to be 1, then 2,
Take this,
and then
face.
3.
Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Good, Harry. I'm doing pretty good. I'm super glad to be back. For sure, I definitely miss streaming. Okay. Casebook contains your main key. Mind Palace is the one I wanted to look at. Investigating Investigation of the main case reveals clues for your Mind Palace. Press and open the casebook and switch to Mind Palace. Combine pairs of relevant clues to get evidence, crucial information for the case. It's added to the casebook, or deductions. These explain nuances of the case. They are displayed in the Mind Palace. Some deductions can be interpreted differently. This can lead to different conclusions. Discover all possible conclusions to fully understand the case, but it is up to you how to solve it. Okay. Oh, this is cool. Okay. So... Oh, that's... Oh, so let's do... Oh. Lose to make deduction. Okay. Oh, there we go. I thought I'd come and hang out while I'm at work. Well, thank you, Gamer Wife. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out. I hope you have a good day at work. And Lex, I just started, so pretty much all I know about this game is I'm a PI, and I'm looking into what's going on in this town. But I know this game takes reference from like H.P. Lovecraft, who was the, I don't want to say creator because I'm not entirely sure, but the great ones like Cthulhu and all of that, it does take reference to those. Yeah, as far as I know, I'm a PI that's looking into what's going on in this town. But right now, one of the, I'm assuming he's a higher rich looking dude, and in the town is looking for his son, and he doesn't want anybody to leave the port until we have something. So that's kind of what I'm going through right now. Yeah, it's a really good game so far. I'm liking it. Oh, hold on. Look at that deduction. Albert spread hysteria around him. Albert Throgmorton spread some sort of psychic influence, which made everyone nearby suffer hysteria. Well, that's cool. It tells you which ones don't work. I guess we'll just poke around until something works. Anti-Throgmorton sentiment. As an Innsmouther, Lewis and his people suffered at the hands of the Throgmortons. That could be a reason to hate them. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous and posed a threat to Lewis Flynn, his fellow fisherman. Hydrate. Okay, I need to go grab me something to drink to do so. Get on my day. Okay, Miss Jellybeans, I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your day. And since Lex redeemed a hydrate, I will be right back to go get me something to do that with. Watched a playthrough at one point on it just to kind of see what it was like. I'm like, oh, that's a cool game. And then I saw that it was, I don't remember if it was on sale or if I got it for free last month or two. I think I bought it and it was on sale. So I'm like, oh, why not give it a shot? And since Lex redeemed the hydrate, we'll drink our water. Even though I'm not a fan of room temperature water, but that's all I got. So I can track down Albert. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. I can track them using my supernatural. Okay, so I'm missing one? Yeah, it doesn't look like. Oh. Mind's eye can reveal omens that guide your way. Follow them to find new evidence. Okay, that's helpful. That must be why it's telling me unlocked. Documents. I hope someone finds. Oh, okay, that's the note that I read earlier from Mr. Throgmorton's son. So I guess hop down here. Not get hurt. Guess so. I'll be alert. Okay, thank you, Lex, for the alert. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh. Looks like he ran this way. Hold up. Okay, welcome back, Kaidor.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Continue my Alex. Lewis may have wanted Albert dead. May have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a dog rather than just drive him. Okay. Woman thing, kinda creepy. No lie.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Yeah. Go in here? Yeah, okay. It looks like it's leading me inside the... Oh, here. Horton? Oh, that's always fun, I'm sure. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's anything out here. Do that just in case, because I know I am chasing a guy that attacked somebody. So cloth. Oh, it's a pocket.
There's something in the pocket.
Bloodstained note. Lewis, please, just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the buzz about the port. Don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Word. Alcohol. And just stairs. Like, up there. Looks like down's an option. Padlocks and weak points can be broken with a shot or a melee attack. Okay. I don't want to waste ammo.
The door won't budge.
Attack. Oh, R1 is melted. Boom. Oh. Ooh, what in the world is that? Oh, hi. Apparently, I can't shoot worth anything. What in the actual world? Okay. Oh, wow. I guess it has been that long. Okay, I found Albert.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
I guess he looks exactly like his dad. Another one. Okay, if the screen could stop being like super trippy, that'd be awesome. Lewis and out there. I killed Albert Throck at the bar in Oakmont. Yeah, like this. Make it. Say it to the screen. Could just calm down for just a second. Okay, so I collected all the evidence here. Looks like I didn't collect all the evidence there. Ooh. Oh. Okay.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Still hear those voices.
Oh, they're diving. Oh.
5 cards short of a full house.
I can't get something else here then. Maybe.
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
There we go. So I did the bottle. Which I guess would suggest bar. Under the keel bar. found the body of Albert Throckmorton in the basement of a warehouse not far from the fisherman's house. He was fatally shot in the head and impaled on hooks, and then hidden. Lewis, the Innsmouth, killed Albert Throckmorton, maybe hiding in the barn. I'm assuming it means here. Under the...
Oh. Yeah. Hey. Got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
Interesting thing to ask somebody, I suppose.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Wish I could talk while drinking.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Oh, Billy. Okay, so this must be where I can't leave.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
Okay, so... go check out what are. Interesting that there's a loading scene for something that's supposed to be smooth.
Stay alert! Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
What do you guys think? Should I give up a bullet to get a fortune?
Some other time.
Dude, not right now. We'll come back to her later. Because I think I only have like 2 bullets, so... or 3.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
Robert Throgmorton hired me to investigate his son's disappearance. I found the note about your debt to Lewis near his cold, dead body. And it looks like Lewis murdered Robert's kid. You want him to come here and ask instead of me?
What?
Don't what me. At best, you're harboring a criminal. At worst, you're an accessory to murder.
What? No. I ain't done nothing.
Tell that to Mr. Throgmorton.
No. No. Throck. Lewis is upstairs. Here's the key.
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
Bye.
Hey, knock it off!
probably don't need a picture of it, but I was curious. Okay, I could probably... make... Yeah. What? Wait, what else? Alcohol and a coiled spring. I don't know how that makes a first aid kit. I will take it. I think that's the easiest first aid kit I've ever had to make in a video game.
What the? Get the... Oh.
Okay. Hey, you got a backpack just like me. Oh, and jealous.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
I thought the Throgmortons looked
that
interesting.
Darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well,
It's cold in my house.
Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
So, I actually picked up tomorrow. I'm working at 9 to 5 tomorrow. But we can try and do maybe an evening stream or something. One of my coworkers needed the day off, so I picked up. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. I'm not sure which time. We might be able to do a evening stream tonight if you're up for it. I'll message you about it and we'll get together and see.
The things you did to Albert don't look
Because
like
I might do
rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body.
one tonight as well.
One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
Okay, I'm sorry I didn't message you. I knew you were talking about those people coming over, so I didn't know if you were gonna be able to stream or if you were even awake that early when I started. So, yeah, I'll definitely message you, and we'll get together and see maybe tonight or tomorrow night we'll get something going.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
Oh, okay.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
It turns out I arrived here unprepared for business. You give me a little something to get started, and my lips are sealed.
I knew you'd understand. Here you are, Mr. Reed.
See, I feel like he was mentally affected by it. Because everybody else is talking about it. Lewis killed Albert Throgmorton while under some sort of mental influence. He can control his actions, and thus can't be blamed for Albert's death. I could try and cover for him, or else Robert Throgmorton will have his head. Yeah, I think we'll do that, because I feel like he really didn't know what was going on. Or what he was doing.
Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
So, I guess now we go back and talk. Robert.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but Fortunately, not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. They tore him apart. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture. A sleeping giant. Drowned streets. And a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Got 4. Lost expedition. Did get knowledge point. Set traps twice as quickly. Keep an extra bullet loaded, gaining a chance to deal double damage with the pistol. Carry 7 more pistol rounds. Unnatural program. Close to death, slowly regenerate a limited amount of health for one last fighting chance. Carry up to 25 pieces of crafting material. And earn more experience and stay sane for slightly longer. So, this one's like really good. But this is also earn more experience. It's just gonna cause me to level up faster to get more skills. Where does this go to? Falling from heights deal half the damage. Man-eating eel. Alright. Apparently there's man-eating eels in this game. That's interesting. Something that's nice to know. Melee attack and vitality increases. That goes into more health. Oop. Remain sane for much longer. More experience. Gain a 50% chance to double quest reward items. Okay. This is just more rewards. Let's do this one. We'll do gain more experience because I'm almost leveled up. This is 800 out of 1,000. My camera. So then we'll go into the vitality one. UK lost at sea. Okay, so I think now I can leave the port. So we're gonna go here. I think. Yeah. Let's try going there. Can I even get there by boat? I can get there. I just have to keep going this way. Goodness. So boat's there. I come out here. Oh, follow this way. Take a right. Just go over here. I want to go there first. That's like the first place that we got marked on the map. Did that make it to the hotel after all? Lost its Robert Throgmorton funded an expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria. The expedition was to explore the seabed near Oakmont, which I believe earlier is where we were warned not to go. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Albert Throgmorton was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. I was hired to find any other expedition members, dead or alive. Throgmorton will be waiting for my report in this manner. Southern. Okay. Alright. Well, this is loading. Oh, I'm going to do a quick bathroom break. I'm going to probably run a couple of ads while I'm gone, so just to let you know. Went and grabbed my phone charger as well. I found out why my house was so cold. For some reason, it was set to 71. Last I looked at it, it was 74, so I don't know when it got changed. Okay. Costume unlocked. Okay.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
My diary, part 1. I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. Only remember the screams and the metal creaking, water filling the deck, and my headache, the worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of a boat helped me survive and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials said none of what I thought I had seen was real. But my memories are true. My strange powers gained after that ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on the island, something old and dark and slithering. It still haunts me. So am I at the... Oh, okay, so it kind of just slapped me here. That's cool. They plea for help. Dear Mr. Reed, I understand you are the private eye that caught the murderer in the port. My life is in danger, and I cannot trust anyone in the city. Please come to my room, which is just opposite of yours. I am in despair. My studies have drawn the attention of vile forces. They stalk me, and will take me soon. I have cast my lot and am beyond saving, but the 7 books must be saved at any cost. Even if I'm gone, find my notes there. This knowledge must not be lost, as it could be our kind's last hope for enlightenment. Please, be the bearer of this light, for I have failed. Case. A whole bunch of materials. That's awesome.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
Oh, they did say there was a new item. Or a new... What in the world? Okay. So with the backpack or without a backpack? I kinda like the day wear. Kinda like crumpled letter. Mr. You are the very example of a man who treated one of my kind humanely, and I feel I have to repay the debt to you. Take this as a friendly piece of advice. Run. Save your life and leave this Drock city to the depths. Don't dig into its secrets, for they are not worth it. There's nothing good left here, I believe. You can find a way to escape. Please heed my orders. Louis. Charles W.
Never again, they say.
Father. Oh. Another note. Goodness. Note from J. Vonderberg. Mr. Reed, it seems that you have overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Okay. So there's a key and stuff to the headquarters. Or we can look into this, which actually might be an interesting to try and look at. This is the room just opposite. This one? This one. This one? Building the church was his redemption. Day after day, he worked without payment, carrying stones, putting them into the moist soil of Salvation Harbor. At night, when he returned to his house behind the church, he could not sleep. The book his ancestors brought across the ocean called. When the church was built, the priest found him hanged on the bell ropes, but the book was still waiting for someone to come and read it. His house is in central Salvation Harbor on the Old Church Road between 7 Oak Street and Windheim Street. It still has a bad fame, and no one wants to live there even after the flood. Look. It took a lot of effort to track down this book. After being stolen from the Throgmorton Museum, it was bought by a local surgeon who was found dead in his house after the flood. I snuck in and checked out his place, but in vain. Still, there's somewhere else the tomb may be. The private hospital in Western Reed Heights where the surgeon worked has been abandoned. The archives say it is on Bourbon Road between Innsmouth Road and Oak Street. So, between Innsmouth Road and Oak Street. In Western Reed Heights on Bourbon. Okay, so Reed Heights on Bourbon is between Oak Street and so it's over here. The old church is between 7 Oak Street and Windheim Street in central Salvation Harbor. So it's probably this building right here. Church. His house is in central Salvation Harbor on Old Church Road between 7 Oak Street and Windheim Street. So it's between 7 Where's 7 Oak and Windheim? So it's under here is the house. Probably home in the ruins. Local women were talking about a ruined house in Central Coverside near the radio tower of the crossing. On the crossing, Landing Avenue and Kingsport Street, they said the ghost of the house owner and his family still read the unholy book they kept. Several newcomers who tried to settle in those ruins have gone mad. Talking with locals is never easy, but this old chap was one of the weirdest. He is happy to talk about the book, but only laughed when I proposed to buy it. I left it in the most guarded place in the city and paid enough to keep it there until the world ends. And if it is abandoned after the flood, even better. Ignorance is the best guardian. Guessing he meant the abandoned bank building in Northern Advent on Forefather Street between Elog Street and Wentworth Avenue. Alas, it would be too dangerous to go through. So this is just a bunch of different, I'm guessing a bunch of different locations for these books that I'm going to have to go out and get. Home of the Mayor. Fishermen talked of a place near the Blackwood Manor on the southern part of Whisper Street, where meetings occur in the dead of night. Locals don't like this part of eastern Grimhaven Bay because they seem to fear those who gather near the half-built ships. They say a certain book is read at these meetings, a cursed tome that makes people so crave the sea's touch that they go and drown in the ocean. The one reading the book stands on a cursed boat that sinks in the fog. Those who saw it touch the shore have either gone mad or disappeared. Board at the windows, lock the door. They are just men. The Yellow King's gang. They can't get here now. Now there's only me and these nightmares. A little longer, I'll have the witched home. Local legends may have been more than mere superstition. A dozen witches were hanged on a huge apple tree that still grows near the cider. Among these documents is a confession. One of the witches said the devil himself granted the book with words of power. This book hides itself from mortal eyes, waiting for the witches to be reborn and return to claim it. The witch who wrote this confession lived in Eastern Reed Heights, somewhere north of the intersection of Communion Road and Museum Avenue. Could the book still be hidden there? Maybe this is the last one. I'm probably just gonna do that one cuts out your voice. Is it like super bad cutting in and out, or this is a brand new mic? It's those Astro A40s that have the mix amp. So if you have any knowledge of that and what might fix it, because I've really hardly ever used these. It seems like everything's plugged in. Probably gonna get a blue screen, so I apologize. I lowered the volume on it a little bit better, so let's see if it helps it. Maybe I was too loud and causing it to go too high and it's cutting out. I had a dream so real it still makes my hands shake. A huge Ferris wheel rose amidst the city. People got on and rode it higher and higher before jumping off at its peak. As the pile of corpses grew bigger, the crowd pushed me to the wheel. And I saw a man with a leather bag. He was standing in the center of the wheel and reading from a book. His awful dirge was making the wheel rotate and dragging the crowd to their slaughter. Could this vision be real? I know there is a Ferris wheel at the park in western Old Grove near Century Avenue and Beacon Street, but where could the book be? Okay, so I'm guessing these are all just points to grab the books. So, I'm guessing this isn't necessarily actual case. I mean, it's a case, but it's not like story-driven case. It seems to be more of yeah, I'm sorry if I forgot to thank you And I apologize, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, so I apologize if I book it. If I butcher it, book it. It's Sasu. I completely apologize if I completely butchered that. I appreciate you giving me the heads up on my mic. I will definitely look into it and see what's causing it. Hopefully it is better if you're still there and can let me know. I did lower it a little bit, so hopefully that was the reason. All the cables and stuff seem to be plugged in all the way. I thought maybe that might have been it. So just let me know if it's still cutting in and out. The northern cover side, the crossroad of Asher Road and Avenue. Expedition headquarters are located in northern cover side, crossroad, Asher Road, and Hubert Avenue. Not the crossroads, probably. Mr. Archer, I've seen you dragging things into your room. Mind the floors. I'll make you pay for any scratches you leave.
The door won't budge.
Fire. Too many coincidences. So the lighthouse is out, several ships have gotten lost at sea, and some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing. But now there's an enterprising fellow at the city port hiring salvagers to recover ships. He's turning a tidy profit from selling. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look into it. Now if only the city wasn't so complicated and hello. Looks to be everything up here.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you, though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really remember what happened, but I'll do my best.
Yeah? Well, next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Aren't we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you Want to take a look? Well, fine, fine. Take what you wish.
Oh, I don't have to go up again. Code about the hobo. Okay, so it's talking about the marks on the doors. My dear Victor, how is Oakmont treating you? Should you require any support, the Blackwoods will be happy to help you. I have arranged for that. Regarding your question, I don't know where Robert went Saturday. Only that he did not stay at Innsmouth. Perhaps there is hope that he didn't perish in that gruesome. Take good care of the hotel, please. Plenty of our relatives are interested in the property, but you're still my favorite nephew. I know the Devil's Reef is in good hands. Kind regards, Aunt Portia.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Yeah, probably don't say. New fast travel. Okay, cool. Wow, everything is really flooded. Okay, so we're going to the key. Lot of letters that I don't feel like reading, and I'm sure y'all don't want me to read it either. So it doesn't show up on the. I guess because it's not a compass marker. Good. Okay, it does show up on the map. Leave it up to me to get the boat stuck. There we go. I think I could probably get there just on foot, honestly. Yeah, let's see if I can just walk up. Okay, so definitely have to keep an eye out on full boot because they're fast traveling. Okay, boat. More.
Don't do that again.
Yep, have it. Say. Our lot. You have something to say, sir? No? Hello? How's everybody liking the game so far? Hopefully everybody is enjoying it. Definitely appreciate any feedback that you can give. I'm liking it so far. I feel like it's gonna be a long game to go through. But I think it'll be fun. It seems like a really fun game. Huh. Interesting. Harpoon. Right. Here. What was that? Maybe here? Yeah. Okay.
Guess I don't need the key.
Big footprint. Dangers of diving. Divers with the bends can suffer from numerous symptoms, including pain, impairment, impaired movement, nausea, vomiting, and disorientation. Acute symptoms can occur within 10 minutes of surfacing, which include paralysis, numbness, blindness, deafness, dizziness, seizures, confusion, or words coming out all weird. Paralysis and numbness can involve several different parts of the body at the same time.
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition? Someone smashed it beyond repair.
Hi. H-Stowe, anthropologist. The Oakmont University Department of Anthropology, U.S. Edition, Professor Harriet brilliant discoveries about the origin of Inuit tribes have added a stage to the book. Now, let us know our expedition to hopefully shed light on the source of the flood, and in doing so shed light on what may yet come.
Map of Cape Cod. Well, looks like there was something here, but it's been erased.
Fisherman reports. L. Sullivan and B. Morgan, local fishermen, report numerous large bubbles and an unbearable stench rising from the bottom of the sea. Bought a sample of a weird substance floating in the ocean from J. Harvey. He claims he found it among numerous dead and strangely deformed fish. The fish were taken for analysis. Several locals mention a rock that rose from the bed, making the fog shine in different colors. The witnesses felt sick and dizzy for 2 or 3 days after the incident. L.P. Stern got severe burns after chiseling off a part of the rocket in space. Samples taken for analysis.
These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
Trying to fall into the hole. How to protect. According to our data, places of paranormal activity have a strong, previously unidentified influence on human. We have prepared a list of solutions, including meditative practices, supply of sedatives to prevent cases of madness among the expedition members. I highly recommend discarding all those charms, amulets, and religious symbols which are of no use and applying the scientifically valid methods of protection instead. H-Doe. Okay.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
Oh, okay. Not sure how I feel about that. Oh, ouch. Hurt. Shoot me.
Guess this helmet's beyond repair.
Anything on there? Okay. Ooh. Partially burnt cargo. The following must be, I'm assuming it's going to be delivered. Grimhaven Bay no later than Friday. MKV diving 6, air tanks and pumps 4, canned food 18 crates, personal belongings 6 crates with names, maybe research equipment 7 crates, do not. Air pipes 24, home station and wires 1, power generator 1, on delivery. Doesn't look like there's down here more. Oh.
Grab the papers. Smash the rest.
Ay, Fatah. Me fe ay regach ay Dagon.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Time to figure this out.
Okay, assume this happened first.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Probably smashed everything.
Grab the papers. Smash the rest.
Then took off down here, walked the way.
Me fe ay regach ay Dagon.
And then burned everything.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Several men broke into the expedition headquarters. What they didn't smash, they burned. The archives, even the newspapers.
Okay. The expedition archive is lost, but I still have clues to follow. They left the city on a freighter in Grimhaven Bay. There might be recent postings or ads about the freighter and Oakmont Chronicle. So it looks like we're going to the Oak Chronicle. Davis. There. Yes. Might make a stop at the police station. Definitely interesting cast of characters. Cool. Streaming for about 2 hours. We'll do another I'll do another hour, do about 3 hours stream. That'll make it about lunchtime. And then I may be back later with another stream with my buddy Kaidor.
Hello, officer.
Well, look who finally decided to show up. If it ain't Charles Reed, the genius that cracked the case of Albert Throgmorton. Captain Caleb Lyons at your service. What can we simpletons do to assist you, Mr. Holmes?
Do you and I have a problem, officer?
No. Aside from making everyone in the Oakmont Police Department look like idiots, let me be frank, newcomer. You ain't welcome. You slip up, don't cross a T or dot an I, and I'll treat you like every other criminal here.
Okay. Well, can I use the police archive in the meantime?
You can, but only because of Mr. Throgmorton's patronage. And heed me well, you're on mighty thin ice, and I'll be under it when it breaks.
For somebody, who cracked the case that the police officers and stuff couldn't do, everybody's pretty upset about it. Like 3 search criteria. I'll have to look into that some more and see what that's about. In the meantime, we're gonna dip out of here. Ooh, there's a... Yep, there it is. Fast travel point. Yes.
The old papers are by the door. Take them and stop bothering me already.
I think you've got me confused with someone else.
Aren't you a newcomer?
Help me out here. What's the connection between newcomers and old newspapers?
It's cold sleeping in the street, and they come to collect the old newspapers for warmth.
Yeah, I guess I am a newcomer. Charles Reed, private investigator. And I also need your old newspapers, the archive, to be exact.
Ah, so you're the one who cracked the Albert Throgmorton murder case. Nice work. I'm Helen Bland. Say, can you do me a favor? Give me an exclusive interview. You won't regret it. The Oakmont Chronicle is the best newspaper for miles around.
All right, I'll be sure to make some time for you, Miss Bland. Do you still want that interview? I got some time now, if you're ready.
Figure now is better than ever.
Oh, absolutely. We know that you're the private eye who solved the case, but tell our reader something more about yourself.
I'm a former Navy diver. Served on the USS Cyclops, and well, after the war, I found myself in Boston. I've been a private eye ever since.
Oh, a brave sailor. Well, I imagine you'll get accustomed to local life easily. We have plenty of water around here. Maybe we'll have the chance to work together later. Who knows? And now the big question. Why are you here? What brought you to Oakmont?
Currently, I'm tracking down the source of the psychic phenomenon that's been causing madness and visions all across the country.
Yes. It affected people here, but we were much more concerned with the flood. Though Robert Throgmorton sent an expedition.
Yeah, and then hired me to find it. Ironic, don't you think?
I think that's enough for now. I can't give the readers too much all at once. Thank you for your interview, Mr. Reed.
My pleasure. Maybe I'll do something interesting enough to make the papers again. You never know. See you later.
You will often need to look for useful information within various city archives. Archives contain topical information. For example, City Hall holds general data about citizens and organizations, while info about specific categories of people, like criminals or patients, can be found in police or hospital records. The casebook evidence may have a hint icon indicating you need to do some archive research. In the archive interface, select the piece of evidence you wish to investigate, then choose 3 criteria to search for relevant information. A search conducted with the correct evidence and criteria will result in new information being added to the casebook. It's a very interesting way to do it. Okay, so the expedition archive is lost, but still have clues to follow up on. They left the city on a freighter from Grimhaven Bay. There might be recent posting or ads about the freighter. Look for advertisements, Grimhaven Bay. After the 30-ton ship Titania is currently available for hire. You will find it fully equipped for transport, as well as the aiding of underwater adventures and exploration for the price of 70 rifle bullets, or the equivalent thereof per week. Those interested are urged to contact Captain Jeremiah Sanders for contracting details. He can be found at Pier 3 at Pier 3 Oak Mountain Port. Is that it? Port 3, so here. Probably not a phone. Oh. So we go straight. Yeah. Take a left. We'll just right, and a left. So get off here. I don't know.
Quit staring, newcomer. Get the truck out.
So far, it seems like the streets are safe, but never know. Kind of games going that way. Although fast travel here. Wish I could have gave me this before I passed out and went to the place, but that's fine. Tier 3.
Thank Kay. At last. Hey, help. Help.
What's going on?
Sea creatures. Swarmed over the piers. I hid here, but these walls won't stand up to them. Please help me.
What creatures? What are you talking about?
Wild beasts. They came to feast on the blood. They're eating the dead.
I'm looking for Captain Sanders. Is he here in the port? Did the creatures get him?
I saw Sanders. Help me. I'll tell you what I know.
Combat. If you're crouched, hostiles are less likely to detect you. Enemies may harm your sanity as well as health. Some enemies have unique abilities that may come as an unpleasant surprise, but most have weaknesses too. Ammo supplies are scarce. Scavenging, crafting, and quest rewards are the only source of supplies. Guns are not. Okay.
Gotta be out of your head to do this to a man.
Now the screen is my intent got low from whatever that little picture that popped up. Show. Okay, so let's go. Oh.
Shot dead. Point blank. They emptied every chamber. Still stinks of burnt powder. I've dealt with the creatures. Now, tell me about Sanders.
He got back several hours ago. Those things, they came because of him.
This Sanders, what kind of man is he?
Newcomer. He seemed like a decent guy. Okay, Captain. Treated his crew well.
What happened on the Titania?
It was horrible. A damn massacre. I heard the shots. I went out. I saw the whole thing. Sailors bleeding, dying. Blood hit the water, and then, well, then the wild beasts came to feast.
I gotta find Sanders. Where is he?
Saw him get away. Just after the shooting. Ran for the pier. Didn't see where he went after that.
Did you see anyone else from the expedition?
No. Only Sanders. I'd bet my life no one else made it back.
Okay. Do you mind Palace Clue? Okay, they don't go together. Apparently, Apparently, I have two different guns. I know I had that. There, top off my health. There's evidence I'm missing. It's probably over on the boat, but I haven't been on yet.
Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased.
Oh.
This would be a weird artifact in any collection.
Oh, better. Interesting. The artwork. Ability.
The monsters sure didn't leave behind much. Gotta be out of your head to do this to a man.
Alright. I'm apparently missing some piece of evidence. I don't know what I'm missing.
They emptied every chamber.
I already
Still
looked at
stinks
this.
of burnt powder.
I already looked at that body. Doesn't seem to be anything down. Oh, whoops. Oh. Oh, those are the eels that warned me about before. Okay. Pretty sure I can.
What's your problem?
Sorry. Definitely don't want to fall into water.
The mayor's cursed these days.
Let's go around. I forgot it. Pop-ups on. Turn my notifications on.
The monsters sure didn't leave behind much. They were in high spirits, and plenty of them were drinking.
Now, the boats aren't counted as a search area. Oh. I don't remember that being there before, so I don't know.
You can't take me! Eat this!
Okay.
To the mayor with you! Die! Die!
No more drink. All we've seen And you telling me we ain't allowed rum?
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
It says the fight broke out on here. I'm going to assume this happened first.
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum?
Then this all happened.
To the mayor with you! Die! Die!
He was chased down here and shot the dude.
You can't take me! Eat this!
For whatever reason, the crew went berserk. Only one man got away.
Oh. Pine Palace. Only one man survived, though he was badly wounded in the shoulder. The harbor master saw Captain Sanders leaving the pier. The only survivor of the fight on the third pier of Grimhaven Bay was a man badly wounded in the shoulder. Captain Sanders is the wounded man and is now seeking medical aid. You know, I think this is probably a good place to call it. Probably gonna be back later. I don't know what I'm gonna be playing later. If you like to keep up with me, there's a link tree. It has my TikTok if you want to go there. I post clips. I haven't been on for a while, so a lot of my clips are older. Also has my Twitter on there if you want for live updates, gaming stuff, just anything. A Twitter I made for my my Twitch. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, hit the little heart, give a follow. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Danny, if you're still here, for the 5 gifted subs. That is freaking awesome. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, thank you everybody who came and stopped by. I hope you enjoyed. Any feedback on the game is much appreciated. If you liked it, didn't like it, please let me know. Yeah, I like the game. I think it's fun. Definitely. I don't typically play games that are considered horror too often, so I figured it'd be something fun to, you know, just do. Yeah, with that, we're gonna call it here. I think this is a good spot. Thank you everybody who came and stopped by, who hung out. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you all have a wonderful day.